Little Miss Addie, who is almost 2, and Branch, who's just a few months old, they have brought us so much joy. They've brought us purpose. Now, Addie, who, soon will need them, I want to reassure you, she already has a shotgun and she already has a rifle. And she's got a little pony named Sparkles, too, so the girl is set up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's got the gun and she's got something to accidentally shoot soon. Bye-bye, Sparkles. But anyway, that was Kristi Noem trying to reassure the NRA crowd that she's their sort of person by assuring them that her 1- and 2-year-olds who, can they walk? Can they speak? I don't think so. Do have shotguns and rifles. So if you're worried about propaganda, that's all stuff about like Rosa Parks. It's totally natural, Francesca, to give a 1-year-old who can't hold a gun, a shotgun and a rifle. How fun. Nothing scary about that.
As a mom, American flag emoji, have to say that after every time I say mom. You think about like what you want to surround your child with, like, all right, do I want my child surrounded by, lots of screen time and, cars and traffic and the unavoidable things? And no, my mind is always like, oh, I want to go, out in nature, books, plants, kitty cats, dog, all the cute things, guns. Hey, how about a shotgun, baby? Welcome to the world, defend yourself. I mean, honestly, like it's what a terrible way to view life. I guess I'm more sad, frightened, of course, disgusted, yeah, normal, but just sad that's the family that these kids are growing up in, is a family to be very, very afraid of everything around you. And also you might shoot your brother. Oops.
Yeah, you might dome your pony like that. Again, and all of this is so like if you are ever, dear viewer, called like somebody points out that you're like virtue signaling or whatever, the hell out of here with that. Everything that you just saw is, I'm not gonna call it a virtue, but it's at least vice signaling. It is desperately trying to get a group of the most self-selectedly radical people to believe that you have the purest possible position. Yeah. And I know that they're performing because I've seen how you can be hit in that venue if you don't perform to their specifications. Mike Pence went up there. Mike Pence, who would be happy to replace most kids with rifles, and they booed him because he's not good enough on these topics. No, it's all nonsense. And to have her there as a part of a political movement that would have you believe that a rainbow flag is too dangerous to be seen by a child. To have a child be told that, hey, maybe we should treat people with empathy and respect, even if they're different from us, that is too dangerous, but they should be handling firearms when they're little kids. That's the most natural thing in the world. No, look, there are plenty of people who have guns, who use guns, who might have views on guns even that are different than mine, but that are infinitely more reasonable than these utter whack jobs that you saw in that video and you will see in future ones.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about the NRA, but this is the people who still go to NRA meetings and the NRA convention, yes, are the fringest of the fringe. They are a pilled up ball on the fringe. That is how fringe these folks are. And we understand most NRA members are for basic background checks. The NRA has shifted, has become much more of a political arm of the GOP. And again, the fringiest part of the GOP. And BT Dubs, Wayne LaPierre, the head of the NRA, has swindled them out of their dues. So you literally pay money to the NRA. So Wayne LaPierre can own a third home in Turks and Caicos or wherever he goes to vacation and buys, I don't know, like weird ostrich jackets. I don't know if that was Paul Manafort or that was him. They are all buying weird, bird skin jackets. So again, it is the perfect encapsulation of everything that's wrong with the GOP is in the NRA. It's like we love swindling our own members. They like it, they cheer for it, and we do everything purely on political points. I mean, we are like, how many weeks days after the Covenant mass shooting at a religious school that implemented every single measure that the NRA supposedly believes in when it comes to keeping kids safe in schools away from guns. Yeah. And it's still, nothing will work. You could have a mass shooting again in the NRA. There could be a child care for people who've got kids at the NRA convention that could get shot up and they would still carry on with that show.
Yeah, I mean, it's their entire identity. And again, it's not like, as you hinted at, it's not even reflective of NRA members, and it hasn't years. They are much more in line with regular people, you and I, when it comes to what legislation should be passed than the absolute crazies who make up the leadership of the NRA and the sort of people who would go to this sort of meeting.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.